Before I start this video, I just want to show you guys real quick what I'm doing in the kitchen. Boiling some water, that's my dinner. Some boiled water. No, I'm kidding. I got some pasta over here, some pasta sauce, and just thawing out some vegetables. Cool thing, you actually don't even have to boil your vegetables or thaw them out in the microwave. You can just put them in hot water and just wait for them to thaw out there. It's a lot quicker. But anyway, I'm going to put you guys on the tripod. I'm going to get to the point of this video. I got this idea to make this video from actually the comment section of another video. It was by Sam Harris, and somebody asked him, can you ethically defend eating meat? And this guy is not a vegan, for those of you who don't know. But I actually like that he said that he, even though he does eat meat, he can't ethically defend it. And also, he said that he was vegetarian for a while and he felt like he wasn't getting enough protein. And honestly, I've never met anyone who has actually followed a vegan diet who was doing it properly, like getting enough calories, who wasn't getting enough protein. So I'm assuming he probably wasn't eating enough calories. That's 100% of the time what I see when people fail on a vegan diet. But anyway, that's another video. So what I saw in the comment section was that somebody had asked, my hands are going crazy, somebody had asked a serious question, and it could seem like a troll question, but I could tell that they were being pretty serious. They, I think, were not a vegan, and they had 5 questions that they wanted vegans to ask, and I actually copy and pasted exactly what they said on my computer so I can ask you guys, or answer the questions, because I thought it would make for a great video. So the comment that they wrote was 5 concepts I'd like to hear the opinions of vegetarians/vegans. Number 1 is, would you eat the meat of an animal if it died naturally? Why or why not? Would I eat the meat of an animal if it died naturally? No. And the main reason that the only reason I went vegan in the first place was for my health, so no. It's very unhealthy, in my opinion, to eat meat, and a lot of the scientific peer-reviewed articles that I've read also back that up. So the first reason that I went vegan was for health, so I wouldn't really want to compromise that just for eating meat because it died naturally. Now, I'm also an ethical vegan now, so I feel like ethically there's absolutely no reason not to eat an animal if it was like hit by a car, if it just died of old age. If you want to eat it, like ethically, I don't see anything wrong with that. Just from a health stance, I would never want to touch that, and honestly, meat kind of grosses me out now. So number 2. What are your thoughts on culling for animal population control? Now this question is about people basically like going out and like killing wolves or something, or killing deer because the population is too high. And the way I like to think about it, because I like to put animals and humans on the same plane. I don't like to think that humans are like more important than animals just because we're more intelligent. I don't like to think that we are better or deserve more rights or more proper treatment. So with that being said, I think that it is just, I feel like it's not right to just go into someone's territory, whether it's an animal or not, kick them out, and then tell them, like when they try to start coming back, hey, we're gonna have to kill you because there's too many of you. We took your land in the first place and we want you to just get the fuck out of here. I just like to think, like, if that happened to humans, how would we feel? We wouldn't really like being killed because there was too many of us. I mean, we infringed on the animal's territory, so we're gonna kill them because there's too many of them. Like, we took their land in the first place. It's sort of like Europeans taking the land of Native Americans, and people don't think that that's right, but they think it's okay to do that to animals. But realistically, nobody is going to actually do that. No one is actually going to just be like, you know what, we stole their land, so maybe we should move out. People aren't going to listen to that. So, I mean, I'm not for it, but I don't really see any way that we could stop that from happening because it's just sort of like the social norm. It's just what you do now. So number 3 is, if your sole issue with killing animals for food is unnecessary suffering, what about if the animal has a painless death? What if you have a painless death? Sure, it's going to be better to have a painless death than a painful, torturous, long death, but what about just not dying? That's how I feel about that. I feel like animal welfare is just giving the animal the right to be left alone. Number 4, for vegans, it says in parentheses, if you lived on a farm and oversaw and maintained good living conditions for them, would you eat eggs of a chicken? No, again, just for health reasons, but I would see no ethical reason why not to. If the chickens are happy and they're laying eggs and they're not doing anything with those eggs, whatever. If you want to eat their chicken periods, go ahead and do it. It's gross, but whatever. If it makes you happy. 5, someone here argued a fruit can be consumed and pass on its genetic information through germination, but Once an animal is killed, it can't. If an animal has reproduced, does this remove the moral dilemma of ending its life for consumption? Maybe we should just kill old people who have already had kids, because there's no real reason to keep them alive anymore, right? I mean, that's how I see that question. Like, just because you've had your kids, well, I guess now you can die because you don't really matter anymore. I mean, I guess from an evolutionary perspective, I guess it really wouldn't matter if someone died, like after they already passed on their genes, as long as someone is taking care of the kids, because when you're a baby, you're like helpless. But that's just from an evolutionary standpoint. Who really cares about that? I mean, I'm talking about quality of life. You don't want to, I wouldn't really want to be killed, like, just because, well, you already had your kid, you can die now. If we don't do that to humans, why would we do that to animals? So that's why I feel that way about a lot of these questions, because I put animals and humans on like the sort of the same plane. And I don't really see any reason why not to. So anyway, those are just my thoughts. I'd love to hear your guys' comments, criticisms down below, and I'll see you guys later.